What a common phrase or word that someone can use that instantly makes you judge them. Do you know who I am? I have no filter. I tell it like it is, or similarly, I have no filter proceeds to be an asshole but gets hurt when people are straight with them. Calling yourself alpha male. Boss babe. We are a great company that cares for our employees, or we really care about you, but 10 times they start to screw you over under the guise of a nice conversation. I die a little anytime a manager uses those phrases. For all intensive purposes, it's just a joke. Usually when a person says this, the joke is something really insensitive. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Alpha male. I'm brutally honest. 9-10 times you're actually just an asshole who likes to use being honest as an excuse or justification to keep being an asshole. I'm so OCD re not OCD. Alpha unless it's programmer. Supposedly. The phrase I'm an empath. Would've. Should've. Could've. Edit. I'm referring to when people type the words this way. People who unironically have a laugh sign in their house are often not very nice people, in my experience. No tall people who ironically live lawflovisig in the house. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Everyone has 24 hours in their day. If I can do it, you can do it. I can defiantly do that, instead of definitely. Like, damn, chill, anarchist. People who call other people snowflake are typically the same people who lose their mind over the silliest things. Using clinical psychology terms either completely incorrectly or as substitutes for normal individual differences. I get so judgy my eye twitches. He's so antisocial. I got PTSD from that show. I'm OCD, I like my space tidy. My ex is a narcissist because... Proceeds to talk about how they just weren't good together. One Liberi and I just can't contain the judgment. Trust me. How to make me go from 0 to suspicious as fuck in 2 words or less. You're either with us or against us. Well, I was contentedly neither, not giving the slightest shit about you either way. But now that you've irritated me with your petty tribal bullshit, I'm going to have to put myself solidly in the against you camp. I don't mean any offense, but... And proceeds to be offensive. Low-key FRFR. I don't know why, but hubby and even dear husband make me gag. Edit. I just remembered bubs and other iterations for baby babe are also just awful. I could care less. It's couldn't care less, you idiot. What you said literally means the opposite. Blaming actions, personalities on star signs. Nobody wants to work anymore. I'm a nice guy or I'm a giant teddy bear. Valentine's Day. When men say they let their wife do something. I'm an influencer. Influencer. When someone says just sigh in at the end of their stupid opinion. Boys will be boys. If it's like throwing mud at each other and doing rowdy stuff with their peers, no problem. But often it's an easy excuse for shitty parenting of young males. Could be worse. It's a very shitty thing to tell someone when they're struggling. It almost lacks empathy. Using your when they mean your. Mute point. Wallafa voila. Library. I'm not adjective, but adjectives can include racist, sexist, misogynist. Really, just about any adjective. Edit. Spelling is hard. Irregardless. Irregardless and un Thor. They always mean regardless and Thor. Period. For example, you are going to do this. Period. Instant knee-jerk reaction from me. My dad used to use this word to shut me down as a kid. I have had several people try this with me in my grown-up life. I always do the opposite of what they want because of it. It's just forceful and rude and entitled. Calling something an ick. BAE. Using 420 as part of an online username. I have no issue with cannabis, I'm a big stoner myself, but never felt the need to advertise that feels trashy to me. Pacifically. When someone says hubby or wifey, unamused face. Rees or busts in. Louder for the people in the back. Read that again. And the like. Using seen instead of saw. I just hate it. Have you done your TPS reports? I seen. No. Living my best life. Everything happens for a reason. No, everything doesn't happen for a reason. You're just a human who has an evolutionarily developed propensity for pattern recognition amongst incomplete and flawed memories guided by your confirmation bias. Look at what she is wearing. Like, just let people dress the way they want to dress. It literally does not matter. Woke. As an Aries, I do XYZ. Fuck outta here. I seen. Makes me cringe every time. Real talk. Repeated use of you know what I'm saying. Baby girl. If a man calls me baby girl, all I can think about is that cringe video from the 2000s where that kid is sitting there telling his GF how much he loves her. You mean more to me than gold and diamonds mean to the greediest burglar, baby girl. Big ick. I dunno if it's common, but when people pronounce nuclear like nuclear instead of nuclear. My husband used to say it that way when he wanted to jokingly drive me crazy. Sheeple. Happy Monday STFU. Oh sweet summer child. Using female for women but not males for men. Bet, fam, busts in. When somebody says cray cray instead of crazy. Yep, they get judged all right, and not very kindly. It was traumatic, was it really? Or was it just a difficult situation? There is a marked difference, and the overuse of the word trauma is a serious disservice to those who suffered true abuse, PTSD, etc. I believe Bessel van der Kolk MD was featured on a podcast, The Good Life podcast, speaking about this. I'm brutally honest, no, you're just a dick. A newer one, it's giving vibes or energy. Shit is repulsive. Please stay away from me. NPC. Anyone who uses the term to describe actual living people and not side characters from a tabletop or video game is telling you that they suffer from main character syndrome, aka being an asshole. Nobody owes you anything. If you want a good society, we do owe each other basic human decency. This tells me that you aren't interested in having a good society. Anything mega. Anything. Reason no cap. I seen that. Don't hate the player, hate the game. This and variations of it are just someone wanting you to excuse crappy behavior. Could care less. Yes, you can, dumbass. Not knowing how to spell, use, and pronounce lose and loose. Pogus. Also, I'm really starting to dislike FR for no apparent reason except that it annoys me. Just like me, FR, why do you speak like this? Everything happens for a reason. Socialism. Every time I have ever seen someone use this word without elaborating, they didn't have the first clue what socialism actually is. It's just used as a buzzword to represent any policy they don't like. Just saying. It's just saying they know they're being an asshole and are willing to do it anyway. Right when someone tags it onto the end of a sentence when they are explaining something, assuming that what they are saying is something that is universally agreed upon. It's fucking fire. I do not like the term neurodivergent. As someone with autism, I think it dumb. Every person has a different brain. Neuro means brain. Right? Divergent just describes being different. I think. No shit. Everyone is different. I could be wrong, I am not super